Ohio.
Ohio.
Let's start. I'm sure you've seen some of the amazing work on my image generators lately, especially if you've been following the channel community posts. It's really incredible how far technology has come in just a few months and how much progress is being made.
Yeah, it does seem like something out of science fiction at times. But it can get kinda scary when you think about what this might mean for the future.
Oh, I'm sure the advances in this field will be used for lots of great things. But it definitely makes you think about what could happen if we're not careful. Anyway, back to the main topic of the video. Let's use this technology for great things. Sort of.
Like what? Exactly.
Well, it's becoming easier and easier to create good-looking images from one source. One of the most interesting developments is the image-to-image translation function.
What does it do?
So, you could take an ordinary photograph of something and use this technology to turn it into a comic book illustration or drawn in anime style. It really opens up tons of possibilities.
Hey, this reminds me of something. There was a Chinese app that did this, right?
Yes, there was. They used the same technology but with their own flavor. All you had to do was input a single image and it'll draw it in anime style. It got quite popular because it was easy to use, but let's go back to the main topic of the video. Let's improve some art with this technology.
Let's look at the soul and turn it into generic anime cottage.
That's the spirit! I want to use 3 different models for this video. They are all fine-tuned on anime images, so it should be perfect for our task. The models are on the screen right now. Feel free to pause.
Can't we make it 4? I found a really cool model.
Sure. What is it about?
It'll be a surprise. You won't be disappointed.
Sure. I guess.
Let's start.
Let's do the most popular characters first. I am going to use the results from the most recent Touhou character popularity poll. And by the looks of it, you are on top.
Wow. I am flattered and also terrified.
Let's have a look. This is Flatter's sprite from Touhou 6, embodiment of Scarlet Devil. This sprite is 20 years old.
It's emanating so much soul. A shame we have to do this.
No backing out now? Here it is with the soul sucked out of it. This image is using waifu diffusion, one of the earlier anime models. This is a great benchmark for the AI development over time.
What happened to my hands? It looks like it got turned into arms and got cut in half. Horrible.
This is quite a common thing you'll see on these models. Some of the newer ones can draw hands decently. But at the end of the day, it can't draw hands.
Let's move on to the next one.
This one is Trainer Derrida. This is one of the more recent anime models. Out of the models, this one seems like it can draw body parts the best. But it doesn't mean much since they all still suck.
The art style is different. It almost looks like a doll.
Yeah, this model doesn't really have one anime art style unlike the others, which have been trained to the point where it has learned to draw one specific style. Like Amy's anime diffusion. It can draw clothes and backgrounds very well.
Shame that there isn't a background.
A small oversight on my part, my bad. Now I've introduced all my models that I want to use today. What is the model you want to use?
I still want to keep it a secret. I think the drawing is great and the art will work well.
This looks pretty bad. Did you draw this yourself?
I did not, but a man who liked hedgehogs and electric reds drew it. I'll reveal this model at the end of the video. You can't easily get this model. But let's move on.
Right. The second most popular Touhou girl is Marissa. I am using this sprite because of the funny face.
She looks like a dirt.
This is her in waifu diffusion.
She is looking straight at the camera. Scary.
This isn't too bad, but her broom and hats are a mess.
It looks like her eyes has been drained of its soul.
You're gonna like the next image.
What? Everything is a mess. Her arms are missing and her face looks weird.
Let's move to the next model.
They gave Marissa blue eyes. Blue eyes and blonde hair don't go well. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Other than her soulless eyes and her mouth and hands, this looks good.
This one has some soul in its eyes and has a red ribbon. It's sort of like UFO Marissa.
Let's move to the next model.
The shadows on this looks great. Everything looks very detailed, but I can't not notice her face.
Her facial expression is hilarious, as if she's seen something really scary.
She does look kind of freaked out. What do you think scared her?
She saw a photo of our viewers. Next image.
Wow, this drawing of Marissa is really great. The shadows give it an incredible feel.
Yeah, but it drew the broom so badly. The head is floating.
But onto the mystery model.
I think it looks pretty bad. I don't like the colors and the anatomy is really off. It just doesn't look right to me.
I still think it's pretty great. I think her eyes are wonderful.
It does remind me of something.
Onto the next girl.
The third most popular girl is Rainbow. Let's quickly get started.
The eyes are quite soulless and blank, almost as if they were devoid of all life. Her hands looks like it got cut off and her stick is missing.
Next image.
Now her hands are completely gone. But she looks angry now. You think she is mad at the person who took her arms?
The probability is high, so I would say yes. Next model.
Her arms are at the wrong places. It's so funny.
Yeah, it looks quite bizarre. Next picture.
Rainbow has her arms completely hidden because the AI can't draw hands.
A classic. Next model.
The lighting is impressive, but again, her hands are messed up. And her stick is flying for some reason.
It also seems like her feminine parts are getting more attention. The shadow is interesting though. It got turned into a cloud. This model is very good with backgrounds, so it just get creative with that. Like in the next image, it got turned into a huge piece of cloth.
Her stick got smaller and she got sauced with sandals instead of shoes.
She must be locked up for life for this crime. But onto your model.
The best. This still looks very good. This is perfection.
It still looks like an 8-year-old drew this. But why does it always get those eyes in the face? I can't put my finger on it. I have seen this art style before. It reminds me of
the next character. Emo. The half-human, half-phantom samurai gardener.
I gave it dead ass and gave her an extra hand.
Her half-phantom also got turned into something else. This one is the same, but it kept the phantom.
Also removed the pattern on her skirted seams. The next model draws her hand quite well.
It also decided to change her eye color. And her phantom is still all messed up.
The next image completely removed it. Also decided to destroy her hands. But let's move on to the next model. The one with the best lighting and more details. It changed its perspective so it looked like we are looking down on her. Also decided to turn her half-phantom into something else. But unlike the previous model, this one kept its eye colors.
And worst of all, it gave her the crime of socks over sandals.
It's tradition. Nothing wrong with that. Next image decided to give it more skin and messed up her legs and hands. One interesting thing to know about Amy's is that it kept her shorter sword. The other two models decided to completely remove it. Here is a comparison.
Interesting.
On to the next model.
It turned out great. It captures his art style really well. Funny how this is the only model with decent hands.
Those eyes, that face. It almost reminds me of something. It looks like a kid drew it, but there is something telling me that a kid didn't draw it. I just can't figure out what. It's so familiar. Please tell me what this is.
I'll tell you after we blitz through the last two characters.
Mean. The next is Suck-You. Look on that me though. Wife of the Fusion decided to change her eye color so the eyes aren't too bad. The face still looks unsettling. Next. Triner decided to give her Zeddy Ryugi. The skin between her over-knee socks and her skirt. Both pictures didn't draw the eyes well, and gave her way more hair ribbons. Ivy decided to turn her eyes into a hen district, and changed her eye and ribbon colors. As always, this is the one with the best lighting.
Next, the mystery model.
This still makes me feel uncomfortable. It says if he drew this. Did he get internet access? Is he out of jail? Please, tell me.
There is still one more character left. My mouth is shut until then.
Fine. Next is me. Cute. Extra hands. Creepy. Legs are messed up. Creepy. Cute, but legs is cloth behind them. Cute. Cute. Back to the mystery model. So what is this model?
It's finally time to tell you. This is a model trained on Christian's drawings. The creator of the electric hedgehog Pokemon. The author of Sonichu.
Dear God. Did someone actually train a model on his drawings to mimic his style?
Some madman did it and he prefers to stay anonymous, it seems. Overall, I think this model is a winner. One very fun part about this model is that it can draw Touhou girls decently well. It'll make for a very fun video.
I am still in shock. But you should subscribe to be notified if that video is up. Or click the hidden screen if it's already up. Thanks for watching and goodbye.